I was on an all-girls robotics team when I was in middle and high school. That's kind of where I started, I guess, combating these misconceptions about women in computer science and women in science, technology, engineering, mathematics fields.
I have always been inventing since I was a kid, but I never wanted to do computer science going to college, never. I was really into music, but I took a hardware course here at Mount Holyoke and also 101 at the same time because my parents were like, just give it a shot. So I did, and I guess I fell in love. And I've been doing it ever since.
Different kind of doing this scale. So it was great to have such participants. At competitions for robotics, there was also these misconceptions, and it was a male-dominated field, of course, and very few all-girls teams. And we competed and excelled and did really well, and so I think a lot of my confidence came from that. And then coming to Mount Holyoke and studying computer science, I took 101, which is our introductory course, and I really liked the problem solving and the teamwork aspect, and then after that kind of just fell more into it and started exploring it more. We like tinkering, and that's how you see how it works that way, and learning the software and programming the robot to do certain tasks, but also building the robot and changing the chassis or changing the arm to see it do something more efficiently is really how you get to see it work.
2 workshops happening. So this one is just really basic intro to electronics and a battery circuit. So Katie and I have both been to hackathons before. Usually we've been the only women there, or one of the only women there. So I guess the idea kind of came up to create a hackathon completely run by women at a women's college for both men and women alike, but to create something different, unique, and to empower women and show them that they can do this.
And so we want to show women that there are others like them, that there's support for them, that males can be allies for them, that this is an event that includes everyone. Hackathons is a way that a lot of women come into it because it's this space and this time, 24 hours, where you build something creative and you're just going with it, and it's this time where you're not scared to fail because there are people around you and you're just building.
This is like a rapidly updated
Hardware, I think, adds this different element to it where you can change one line of code and you'll see an LED blink faster, or you'll see an LED blink slower. And something like that I think will really catch somebody's eye, and it adds that sense of like, oh my god, like I just made this light up, like oh my goodness, I just made this move, as opposed to, oh, I just put this on a screen. It's like in your hands and you can hold it. You can think of something, you can go to bed one night with an idea in your head and then wake up the next morning and say like, I have what it takes to make this. I have the hardware, I have the tools that I need, so I'm going to make it today.
Basically, it's a simulator for archery. So the Oculus Rift generates a 3D world which we constructed ourselves, and in the world there are several targets around. Like you can see her doing now, so she's forming a fist, which is her drawing back the bow, and then she's releasing and spreading her hand, and that is the arrow being let loose. And when she does that, an arrow in the game is fired and let off. The Mayo is a little finicky.
Oh yeah, it's working now.
Okay.
Can you put my finger on the W again?
Yeah, it's a little finicky.
We ran into a little, kind of unforeseen circumstance. We kind of thought we had a little more time than we had to go home and sleep, and so we got a little bit of a late start and realized oh crap, we have to have this ready by 2:30. Right. So this is Hack Attack. It's basically a. Gotta activate that, push that. Oh, you gotta unflip that. It's faster and faster. It actually ends up being a great multiplayer game too, because you need a lot of people. That's game over.
What we have here is the Doomsday, which is an alarm clock that makes you work to turn it off so that you have to wake up.
We are using the leap motion to use gesture to send URLs via swipe.
And we developed a webcam that can track you in a frame using facial recognition to keep the camera centered on you. Picture taken. We just took a selfie, yes.
I think we're really encouraging more women to enter this field of computer science, to not be nervous, scared, that it's not the place for them. It's definitely the place for them. We're both computer science majors.
Right there.
We thought it would be applicable.
We all want to do.
It's cold outside. little boy in the deer, it's cold outside.
Like I said, even though more women are going into computer science majors in college, there still is this major gap in companies. And I know coming from Mount Holyoke, we have a lot of women that graduate here and go on to those large companies like Google, Amazon, Microsoft, Intel. We are so encouraged here, and we are told we can do anything. And anybody should be told that. Everybody should be told that. And I think our goal for this hackathon is to create that space for both men and women that don't go to this college and men that don't go to this college. Do stuff like this at their own colleges, create things, go off to amazing companies, and be allies for the women who don't need it because they're strong, but for the world that needs it to change this environment that we're in now.